guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another episode of the Los Angeles Chargers 5-year rebuild, 5-year fantasy rebuild. Just an LA Chargers rebuild. Sorry, I burped right there. Of course I did, because why wouldn't I do that right before the video starts? I have no clue. If you guys are new here, I do content like this. I do franchise modes, rebuilds, roster updates, all types of content, Rainbow Six Siege, Madden 2K, GTA, all types of stuff. So stick around, there might be something you want to watch. The team has progressed really nicely and is looking better than ever. Everybody's taking the right steps. We're replacing pieces as we go. As they leave the team or are about to leave the team, we will replace them. I appreciate the support you guys have been showing me. Thank you so much on the roster updates. Thank you so much on any of the videos that you guys are watching. Thank you just in general. I really appreciate it. We were stagnant at about 85, 88 subs for a while. Post my roster update. That video is now my most viewed video on the channel. It now has well over, when I'm recording this, 2,700 views, 70 comments, 70 likes. We gained over 70 subscribers in that time. I think over 80 subscribers in that time. So I appreciate it. I really do. If you guys stick around for more, I promise that I'll keep doing more. I'll keep updating. I'll keep doing the roster stuff. But give some of my other content a chance like this. If you guys are watching, I appreciate it. Even if you only watch one of my videos every week, which is the roster updates or whatever, I still appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. And let's get back into it. This Chargers team might be the best team. I don't want to say it's the best team I've ever built, but it's definitely the best team in terms of just total, just how much money I have left compared to how many superstars I have, and how many X Factors I have, and how many great players I have. And the good thing about this was this rebuild was it did take place before the regress system got put in place, which is the dev trait regress system, which means I think each team is only allowed a certain amount of each thing, and there's only a certain amount in the league and stuff. So, which I don't really like all that much, because then it adds that little, because like, no offense, even if like Von Miller or J.J. Watt regress, they're not going to forget how to be good. They're just going to be a step slower. Gabriel Butler up to superstar now. He has unpredictable. He also has inside stuff. This was also before you could customize, I'm pretty sure. So their superstar abilities are set. So that kind of sucks. Darnell Mooney gets his second one, which is evasive and grab and go. Grab and go is probably one of the best ones in the game, because especially if you're running slot receiver with your superstar wide receiver, it basically means that you can cut upfield and get upfield and not have to worry about, sacrificing speed and sacrificing a whole ton of stuff. Darnell Mooney, never mind, don't have money. Okay, that's cool. Just don't have any money. So we're going to either have to let him walk or something, because it's already past the trade deadline. We are 4-3, so we're not performing super great. After we blow out the Vikings, though, we did very good against the Vikings. But whatever. They wanted me to rest Zach Martin again this year. I told them to go fuck themselves. And so we're in the wild card this year, because we didn't get the first seed. But hey, whatever. It says if Justin Herbert plays amazingly against the Kansas City Chiefs, he can get X Factor. So 4 total touchdowns, 0 interceptions, win the game, 350 yards. Your QB gets a lot of these, which I don't understand. Because, like, what if your QB's not the best player on your team? What if it was like, why wouldn't it be like, hey, if Alvin Kamara has 150 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, and no turnovers, he'll get X Factor or something. I don't know. But basically, the whole team has superstar, especially on the defensive side of the ball. The whole team has superstar. Basically, I think it's just the corners that don't, at least starting group anyway. Because you got Von Miller, J.J. Watt, and Joey Bosa with all superstar X Factor. Gabriel Butler with superstar. The 3 linebackers with superstar. The 2 safeties with at least superstar above, and the corner with superstar. So I don't remember what I'm really looking at. Oh yeah, just individual stats from a game. Justin Herbert with 3,600 yards, 35 touchdowns, 9 picks. So yards did drop. Touchdowns I think went up, and interceptions went up, and completion percentage went down, but you know, he still had a decent year. Alvin Kamara, 1,200 yards, is 10 touchdowns, 5-point average. Marlon Mack, 580 yards, 4.4 yard average, 10 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns from Taysom Hill. Campbell got involved in the run game a little bit, and so did Justin Herbert. Nothing spectacular coming from them, though. So, yeah, we just didn't have as good of a year. Mitch Davis, 800 yards and 5 touchdowns. Darnell Mooney, 757 yards, 5 touchdowns. Keenan Allen, 745 yards, 5 touchdowns. And Hunter Henry with 600 yards and 8 touchdowns. Sacks, what are you going to do? Madden's broken. Fred Warner led the team in tackles, followed by Kenneth Murray. J.J. Watt with 13 tackles for loss. Gabriel Butler with 10. Joey Bosa with 9. Von Miller with 6. But then here is what really impressed me. The sacks. 21 for Joey Bosa, 15 for Von Miller, 9.5 for J.J. Watt, and 7 for Gabriel Butler. Which means we had a combined total of 36 just from the top 2 guys. 36 from the top 2 guys. I think we had 37 in total from the front 4 last year. And then we had another 9.5. So we were at 36, and then we would have been at 45.5. And then we ended up getting up to 52.5. And Kamaka Toure and Josh Sweat both got 3. So we had an extra 3 from them and 3 from Kenneth Murray, which means we had a combined total of 61. And I don't even know if anybody else got sacks, because Derwin James got half a sack. So, like, the defense definitely performed. It was one of their better years. It definitely probably is their best year. I don't quite remember how they performed in Season 5, but you can't get much better than that. I think the biggest thing is how many points did we let up? Was it our fault that we were getting outplayed in some of the games, or was it just strictly offense not performing as well as they could? I don't really know, but kicker and punter did well. Alvin Kamara with a kick return touchdown. So we're getting kick return touchdowns almost every other year. Well, every year from a different person. None of our players are in MVP consideration. Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC, Justin Herbert at 6, and nobody else. Defensive Player of the Year, Joey Bosa at 4? Yeah. And Fred Warner at 8. No Offensive Rookies of the Year, no Defensive Rookies of the Year, because we did not draft anybody. Because fuck that shit. If I don't need somebody, I'm not going to draft them. We ended up actually missing the playoffs. So, yeah, we actually ended up losing to the Chiefs in the first round in the wild card. So, that sucks. This is probably one of the best teams that we've ever had, and we just lost it. So, don't know what we're going to do with Darnell Mooney since we are out of money. Don't know. Lane Johnson and Kelvin Beachum retire both after 11 seasons or more. So we do lose a key piece on the offensive line. Now we just have to come up with money to pay Darnell Mooney. We can't, because we're negative $41 million in debt, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, apparently. This is not going good for us. Yeah. So we ended up trading Keenan Allen, a second and a fourth, for a 1 of next year from the Vikings. Keenan Allen's regressing, just don't need him. Getting rid of some picks here. We're trading a 4, 5, and a 6 to the Bucks. We're trading 2 7s and a 1 to the Eagles for a 1. Goddamn, I should probably make these either quicker or something. A 1, pick 14 and 13 for pick 13 of next year from the Bucks. So, just need to clear some cap space. I need to get Darnell Mooney back. He's the key guy that we need to bring back. He is a stud. He is probably one of the best players from his draft. Marlon Mack for a second-round pick. I hate to do this. I love having 2 running backs, and especially a good backup running back, because then they always perform and we have a decent offense. Didn't have money to bring back Darnell Mooney. It was just plain and simple. No money to bring him back. We have to let him walk. We have to move on. So we're signing Gabriel Davis, Michael. Yeah, I'm just going to call him M.O. and another guy. So we will keep the 5th-year option on Gabriel Butler. We're going to trade the number 1 pick for number 2, a second round, and another pick, number 2, for 4 and 36. Pick 4 and 36. Going to take Karis Tapp here, wide receiver out of Notre Dame, 6'1", physical, 223. He's a beast, late guy. He has a hidden depth trait. That's always good to see from these rookies. He looks like a beast. He looks big. He looks fast. He looks strong. Roderick Sample, 6 foot, 177, 22 years old, out of Michigan State. He has a depth trait. He's number 6. Took him at number 10. He looks very good. He's definitely better than the other guy we took. But hey, they're both good in their own rights. A first, second, and a third of this year gets me a first in this year's draft. Ben Hudson, he's a good player. I think he can come in, start right away, kick out maybe somebody that we're paying a lot of money to on that offensive line. Who knows? We're going to take TYREKE Applewhite here, cornerback out of Tennessee, 5'11", 209 pounds, 21 years old. Mid-first round guy, 74 overall, hidden depth trait, number 11 in the class, took him at number 34. He can probably start right away too. Most of these guys will be starting right away just for the simple fact that if we want to be good, we cannot hold on to all these big contracts, and that's something we have to consider. So George Stringer, number 14 in the class, took him at number 36. Georgia run stopper, middle linebacker. Lucas Donald, late first round guy, early fourth round projected. He's 23, 6'5", 290, out of California. Number 28 in the class, took him at number 66. Another guy that could start right away. I don't know if we will. It was a very decent class. I think if we were going for 6 or 7 years, this would be the class that would keep us in playoff contention for the next 4 years. But we are only going for another season after this. Yeah, only another season. So it's make or break. It's make or break time. We have to do something if we want to win another Super Bowl. And I think this draft class gives us the best chance. Mack Rudd was a really nice corner, but he went off the board way too soon. Jason Holloway was a corner I wanted and I could have taken at number 4. I decided to trade out of it because I was not quite sure if I wanted him. And let's just put it this way, I probably should have fucking taken him. Superstar right off the bat, 76 overall. Could have thrown him in the slot. He would have been a beast. This is Karis Tapp, number 14, out of Notre Dame. Big boy guy. Kind of reminds me of Amon St. Brown, if you guys watched any of the Washington football rebuild, 20-year rebuild. Roderick Sample, just looking simple. Got to wear Eddie Royal's number. If you guys remember who Eddie Royal was on the Chargers. Y'all been watching football a long time, or you guys just played the old Maddens. Ben Hudson, center, number 70. He might start, and we might kick the other guy out to guard. I'm not 100% sure. I'm probably going to put Hudson at guard. I think I did end up putting him at guard. TYREKE Applewhite, 21, out of Tennessee. I think he'll be good. He has a depth trait. He looks very, very nice, and I think he could be something special for us. George Stringer, linebacker, number 53. I'm not quite sure if I did start him or if I even really played him all that much. If I didn't, he's just going to be a career backup for us more than likely. Just rotation guy, nothing special. Lucas Donald, number 74, center, out of California. Another guy that I'm not 100% sure on what we're going to do with, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We do end up trading a first in Voshon Joseph for Odell Beckham Jr. But with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Turn on post notifications if you guys want to be notified anytime I do post a video. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate the support. I appreciate everything you guys have done for me, and I'm out. Peace.